Right, week 15, Texans versus the Titans. So Tennessee is favored to win here. And I shook my head at this until I went to look at the injury report. So they're showing CJ Stroud as questionable. So I don't know what the probability is that he plays. And so, given that it's a home game for Tennessee, and if CJ Stroud is in play, that's probably pretty reasonable. But again, let's kind of start with what we think the numbers are, and then you can make a decision on what you're going to do. I am still going to take Houston in this case, just because I'm not fully sold that um, the Texas offense is really that consistent. They look good last night, that's for sure. But they're going to be Will Levis is going to be up and down, but they've got that solid running game. That's what they relied on last night. Will Levis made some passes. That notwithstanding, assuming that we have a good Houston offense, they've got a 65% chance to win, which equates to about a 4 point spread, just in that correlation. It's definitely a closer game when you come over here and you look at the raw numbers. So 24 to 23. I would add in that anytime you start to look at a team like Tennessee, which all in all is at best a mediocre team, that's at best. Maybe, quite frankly, you could probably just call them a poor team if you really wanted to. Against a I would say a solid Houston Texans team that certainly is going to be crippled without a CJ Stroud. And so that -2.5 looks good when you consider that down here the Bayesian adjustment saying, hey, if team two overperforms, then Tennessee does have that. So again, I always encourage people, you can interpret this differently than what I do, but this is what the raw data says. It says it should be a close game, a slight advantage to Houston, and but if CJ Stroud's not playing, I could definitely see taking Tennessee. In this case, I'm still going to take Houston. I just think that they're all around still a better team. We'll see how that goes. So when we look at the performance charts here, like I said, both teams, they've got some bright points, that's for sure. When I look over here at the passing yards for Houston, I think CJ Stroud just has a lot more upside, and you can kind of see that in just higher numbers overall, about anywhere between 25 to 75 more yards of passing. My big concern with even this passing percentage over here with Will Levis or whoever they have playing quarterback is that they get a lot of garbage yards as well. You definitely have a better running game over here with Tennessee. So we'll see how Houston, if CJ Stroud doesn't play, how they balance that up differently. Because I don't think that they've got a solid backup, or it may have been, I think Davis Mills is his name, who again is a backup. I think he played most of last year as well. When I come over here to the right, you can definitely see that Tennessee, they're not really protecting the quarterback all that great. And Houston is having some of the same problems. Houston looks a little bit better off. The big thing I would say is CJ Stroud has been a really good job protecting the ball, and Tennessee not as much. So interestingly, when I come over here, Houston definitely is very explosive, particularly CJ Stroud. But Tennessee's looking better in that explosiveness. Again, when you got Derrick Henry, who's able to break out and really get past some of those get some big yardage at a time. That's what we're seeing there. And then when you've got a running game that's able to open that up, you can get some of the passing game. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Again, this should be a fun game to watch. I think both teams have something to play for now, which should make it a good one. So anyhow, if you like what you listen to, click like and subscribe. If you got a question or comment, drop me a note.